I feel like there's an initial dip when you find out things. You start peeling back the layers, and you find out how injured and how ill you are.
Diagnosed with PTSD related to the job, former firefighter Mike Swan went to his employer for mental health help. But he says what they didn't help at all. And instead, he says he was fired. I'm on my way to meet up with Mike to talk about his experience. His condition has left him unable to work as a firefighter or a paramedic. And there are many outdoor factors that could trigger him. So we're going to meet at his lawyer's office. Swan says he didn't know he was showing symptoms of PTSD before he was diagnosed, but over time it had been building up. The tipping point was when his fiancée at the time left him, and it seemed like his life fell apart.
My captain walked by and I was crying beside one of the medics in the apparatus bay in the fire hall. And they suggested, after he talked with his senior officer, they suggested I go use the Syncrude employee assistance program. It was not helpful at all. They essentially said, you know, eat regular meals and try and get some sleep. And so I went back to saying I'm fine.
Then he started seeing his own psychologist, who said Swan was suffering from severe PTSD and likely had been for years. Swan says he was the one that eventually suggested he take a leave to focus on his health.
I wasn't even sure what to do with it at the time. I was so injured and so in disbelief that I'm like, oh yeah, a couple more, 2-3 sessions, I'll be back at it, no problem. And it wasn't until May of 2017 that it was that I suggested, or I asked, that should I come off work to get treatment? And the answer was yes.
After his leave was approved, Swan ran into other problems with Syncrude Canada that had actually led to him filing a lawsuit for suspended benefits and wrongful dismissal.
I don't hate Syncrude. I just feel Syncrude needs to be held accountable and answer to what they've done with me.
Syncrude spokesperson Will Gibson says the company can't comment on individual HR cases, but says Syncrude values and supports its employees. In Calgary, Kristen Fong, City News.